The Atlanta Hawks have lost 8 of their last 10 games as health problems continue to plague the team. They're taking on Minnesota today. They signed Gennaro Pargo earlier in the day to a 10-day contract. He played with Washington earlier in the season. Terry Porter still filling in for Rick Adelman, who's tending to his wife. We wish them all the best. First quarter, Timberwolves take over early. Luke Ridnour gets the easy layup there. He had a dozen points, 13-9 Minnesota in front. Then Ridnour finds Greg Stiesma, who goes inside with the alley-oop jam, and it's 19-11 Minnesota on the road, getting it done. Into the second quarter we go. Jeff Teague looking and finding Kyle Korver. Korver leads the NBA with 35 consecutive games with at least one three-pointer, but Minnesota's still up by 10. They're up by 14 later in the second. Beautiful alley-oop pass, and it's a big throwdown for Chris Johnson, another player on a 10-day contract. He was 2 of 2 from the field on the game. Andre Kirilenko gets the defensive steal. We go the other way. Derek Williams just punches that one home. Got hit on the play, but nothing called there. He had 17 points in the game. Minnesota by 14 at the half. Third quarter, big dunk. Greg Stiesma just gets crushed on by Al Horford, and you see the Hawks cutting into that lead later. Josh Smith with a jam there, and Atlanta cuts it down to 3, 69-66. More Atlanta, this time trying to play a little defense. J.J. Barea, though, gets the layup as the clock was winding down in the third quarter. 77-69 Minnesota in front. Al Horford once again with the jam. He was 12 of 20 from the field, 28 points and 10 rebounds. Later, Kyle Korver finds Gennaro Pargo in that day on a 10-day contract. Earlier in the morning, he had 16 points. Ricky Rubio finds Andre Kirilenko, basket and the foul on a triple. That cuts the lead all the way down to 1. It's a 4-point play. So who would Atlanta turn to respond? How about the guy they just got? Gennaro Pargo, again, in earlier that day, and he drills a 3. 14 of his 16 points were scored in the fourth quarter. Atlanta gets a big win at home by 8. Your final score, 104-96.